I told you about 3 times you won't fuck with me, right? Umbrella. I'ma run it up and up and up. 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 Big brella grinding till I fill it up. Shawty pirate purpose like it's Eminem. Sliding through your city, you gon' live and learn. She gon' let me fuck cause I'm a living legend.
It's the original. Ladies and gentlemen, Eminent Sports Broadcasting, and we back again. Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Back at y'all with another one.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm your host, Classic, and I'm rocking with my co-host.
It's your boy Loso. Case you ain't know so. Undisputed champ of this shit.
Undisputed champ.
Man, let's go.
I don't know if you represent Devin Haney, you definitely ain't the undisputed champ no more.
Y'all see me. Had to bring my championship belt out. WBC.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Represent for my man, Devin the Dream Haney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Top dog of this shit. The torch
Definitely
has been
top
passed.
dog.
Big nigga. Big things. Let's go,
Respect
man.
goes. Respect, dude.
There's been a lot of internet been on fire today.
Yes, it has been.
Since last night. What time Ryan dropped that video?
I'm not even sure, man. When I got out of work, I saw it and I'm shocked. I was like, yo, this nigga ain't even sent me the shit, bruh.
Bro, you know, I wake up 3:50 in the morning, so
this nigga ain't
my
like what he
phone
saw.
goes-
I'm looking at the
and-
video, I'm
and-
like, damn.
at
this nigga
9:50
take-
p.m. my phone
beat the
goes.
brakes off this nigga, son.
My phone goes into sleep mode. Stop that. My phone going into sleep mode, so I ain't
the
see
brakes
nothing.
off the nigga,
So I
son.
got
you
to
know
work
what I mean?
about 5:30 in the morning. I go on Twitter, and then I see some straight buffoonery, some straight fuckery if I ever seen it. You know what I mean? I thought I was gonna see some real nigga shit. You know what I mean? I saw the clip was about a minute and a half, minute 50. So okay, the nigga's gonna show a minute 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A snippet of what went down on that infamous day. You know what I mean? At the TMT gym, you know, 9 years ago. You feel me? So all I saw was a little highlight reel.
Highlight
You know what I
reel.
mean?
Or the real champ.
Come on,
Baltimore, stand up.
man. Come on, man.
Tank
Highlight reel.
Davis.
I
Let's go.
gotta start this shit off and let you go, man, because this shit had me little boiling hot all day. You know what I mean?
Yo, son, Tank. Yo,
This was some sucker shit if I ever seen it.
yo,
This
son,
was
this nigga
some
Tank
pure
was.
life
This nigga
sucker
Devin was shucking
shit
and jiving in the
If
ring, son.
I ever seen it. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. If you guys
Yeah,
don't know,
let's keep it real. Let's just keep it real, man. We talking about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. So that's the fight. We understand they're going to... Listen, ladies and gentlemen, don't be fooled. This is promotion 101, right? So I don't know if they're giving Tank or even Floyd Mayweather a piece of this pay-per-view for allowing him to them to use that footage from that infamous doghouse sparring session between Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. But it's definitely going to be big publicity for them leading into the fight.
oh, most definitely. And me personally, I feel like it was a man. Let's keep it real. We all know who sent Ryan to tape. You know what I mean? Mr. TBE, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Obvious Bill Haney. What's he been saying on this promotional tour, and for the last about year and a half, 2 years, he's been taking jabs at Floyd. But he's really turned it up as of late, especially after Floyd tried to interject himself in the DHP business when he tried to take the Ryan fight from him the first time a month or two ago, and tried to interject his fight into it, Mr. Rolly Romero.
Which made more sense for Ryan.
Anyway,
This fight
man,
makes no sense for Ryan.
Okay, and that's fine, but
Let's just keep it.
None
We're
of-
gonna keep it. Today is Keep It Real Friday, baby. We're
okay,
gonna
so let's keep it real
across the board.
Let's keep it
Everything we discussed today. Let's just keep it
Okay,
real.
let's
Go
keep
ahead.
it real. So is Ryan signed to Floyd Mayweather?
No, sir.
Is he managed by Floyd Mayweather?
No, sir. Maybe he's advised by him. We don't know.
Oh, obviously, he was, which he admitted was a mistake, right? But if we keeping it real, we know Floyd stuck his nose into something he ain't had no business sticking his nose into, and he over here playing with grown man's paper, and you know as a man, you know what I mean? That's something you just don't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't stop my paper. We know. Well, we know what Ryan did with Tank, and perception is that Ryan is, a big deal. We know he's a big deal, 10 million followers and all that. But right now he's taking claim as one of the dudes that's going big money fight.
Yeah.
So now Devin's trying to secure that big money fight, and you over here, you know what I mean? Stop blocking and shit. Like, come on. So Bill been on his ass, and has been getting under Floyd's skin. You know Floyd's sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
So Bill's been on him, jabbing him. And finally he done poked the bear too much. One too many times. Right?
So he released the footage.
Ryan keeps bringing up about the Tank Davis footage, how he saw it. Well, what Bill say? Well, he should have. Talking to Floyd, he said, well, Floyd should have showed him the tape when Devin beat Floyd 6-0 when they sparred right before the Conor McGregor fight. And that was the camera that broke the straw back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Floyd sent that boy Ryan the edited version of the footage, and the rest is history. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about that footage, man, because it's clearly one-sided. You know what I'm saying?
One-sided.
It's clearly a one-sided affair in terms of what we're able to visually see. But let's just keep it real. The person that seemed to have the best recollection of that sparring session was Adrian Broner. And some of the things Adrian Broner said
No.
Hold up.
All right, I'll let you talk.
Let me cook. Some of the things Adrian Broner said was Devin Haney was in shape. Devin Haney was trained. You know how Devin Haney lives.
Allegedly.
Say it again.
Allegedly.
Devin Haney was in shape. We know how Devin
Allegedly.
Haney lives. And we know how
Allegedly.
Tank used to live back in the day, right? So
Allegedly.
Adrian Broner was hanging out with Tank a lot. And he said Tank was not in shape. Tank wasn't training at the time. He just came off a plane, and he came right to the Mayweather gym, and he jumped right into that action.
He didn't say all that. He did not say all that. He did not say all that. He wasn't trained at the time. No, he said they were on the plane, traveling, drinking and partying. That's what he said.
Okay.
But he didn't say he wasn't training and this and that. We don't know. We don't know that.
All right. Anyways, not living a boxer's life. And he was able to jump in there with a nigga that's in tip-top shape. We know how Devin Haney lives. And you can clearly see in that footage, and you can clearly see in Devin Haney's face that he was in shape. We know how he could balloon up.
Can you see his face?
You can see Devin Haney's face. You even sent me the video where he's sitting right next to Floyd. Is this Keep It Real Friday or not, bro?
Okay.
Keep It Real Friday or not?
Okay. All right, I'm gonna let you.
You sent me the picture. He's sitting right next to Floyd, chisel, clean. You know what I'm saying? No fat on his face at all.
Because he's a teenager. That's why.
No, he's not because he's a teenager. It's because he was in shape.
He's 16 years old. You didn't even have.
He's in shape. Is he in shape? Yes or not?
Yes, he was in shape. 16-year-old.
And
16 year olds in shape.
And Tank was fighting him, and Tank was doing his thing. And Doghouse rules goes on forever, right? Until someone quit, right? Which is unrealistic in a real fight. Which is unrealistic in a real fight.
We're not talking about a real fight. We're talking about Doghouse.
All right, Doghouse rules.
So let's play. Okay. So let me interject, and then I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, you want? I can see you want to interject. You don't want me to say that. You don't want me to paint the picture. That's gonna make the people understand what they saw.
Let me paint the
Go ahead and interject,
bro. A little bit more in depth. So we know this was the weekend of the Sean Porter and Adrian Broner fight, right?
Yeah.
Everybody in the city. Vegas lit. So Broner flies down with the infamous Tank Davis, right?
Yeah.
And he's ready to put in work. Broner got his young gun. Broner, if you remember, leading up to that camp, Broner was in the Mayweather gym doing doghouse rules, doing all them little boys dirty that was in Mayweather gym. I forgot them boys' names right now because none of them really amounted to shit. But you remember, you watched the video, remember? When Broner was doing work with them boys? He was talking shit to Javion Love. He beat up the other little nigga Floyd had signed. And it's on the internet. You guys can YouTube it. YouTube Agent Brown Doghouse Rules. So now he's bringing his little mans up there. Tank Davis, introducing Tank Davis to Las Vegas and the TMT gym, right? So all this, he was out of shape and this and that. That's negative. What I really think and what I know it was is Tank is from Baltimore, and now he's in Vegas. What is Vegas? Half altitude. So that's why he got tired. It's not because he was out of shape, because he was fighting doghouse rules and altitude, but I regress.
So he was out of shape and he was altitude.
Yes.
Out of shape and altitude.
No. Okay. So
yes.
out of
no.
So
yes.
let me
Yes,
ask you this.
bro. The
All right,
man
whatever, let
partying
me
and
continue.
drinking, bro. How you in shape? You partying and drinking.
Like I used to drink, smoke, nigga, and go to football conditioning and finish first, nigga. Yeah, what that mean? I used to smoke a lot, nigga, and go win first place at my track meets. What that mean? Nothing. Used to smoke 3 blunts, wake up, go run 5 miles, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. Anyway, so Broner calls Floyd. Floyd is with Bill and Devin. Floyd is telling him like, yo, I got my man Tank up here, nigga. He want that work. Floyd doesn't know who Tank is.
Yeah.
Right? Adrian tells him who Tank is. Tank looks over to Devin and Bill. Yeah, he said, yo, I got this nigga Tank Davis. Y'all know who he is? And of course they know who he is because they just went up there to Baltimore 2 years prior and Tank put the beats on Dev, right? Bill had to stop it, right? So Devin was like, yeah, I know who that nigga is. You know what I mean? So Floyd goes to the, Devin goes to the gym with Floyd. Bill goes to the crib to go get Devin's stuff. And they go to the gym and the saga begins.
Yeah.
But it's not like Devin was in the gym training, working. Tank was there, and he was like, "Yo, come on, let's spar." And Tank was like, "Oh, dog, come on, I'm out." No, nigga, they went up there to get that work. They solicited that work. That's why dudes was betting on Tank. They thought Tank was gonna go up there and wreck shop. You know what I mean? Which he does, and which he has done. But he just came across a young phenom that day. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
But anyways, like I was saying, man.
Is that facts? Is that facts?
Tank was not living a boxer's life. You know what I'm saying? He coming from
No,
Baltimore.
Stop. That was
Hold
after
up, bro.
that.
Let me.
Come on, stop
Why
trying
you so
to do all
defend- why
that
you-
bullshit.
Why you defend Haney so hard, bro? Let me just.
I'm not defending Haney, but you're not painting the right picture,
Let me say what I
bro.
gotta say for Tank,
You're not
bro,
painting the right
and then we gonna
picture, bro.
conclude, bro. And then we gonna talk about what we supposed to be talking about, which is Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia.
Nah, let's go.
All right, so like I was saying, Tank coming from Baltimore, you added the high altitude. I wasn't gonna use that as an excuse, but it's a big possibility. We saw what happened possibly with Errol Spence and in the Crawford fight, where the altitude does play a part if you're not acclimated to it, especially if you want to try to run up hills and shit right before you fight and not get your body accustomed to that altitude. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney lives a clean life. We know that. He says it. He preaches about it. He advocates living a clean boxing life, right? He might indulge in certain foods, but he not drinking, he not smoking, right? We know Tank was living a different life coming up. He was a little bit more nonchalant in his approach to the sweet science and the lifestyle that he needed to live. And he went in and fought a nigga that was in tip-top shape. In doghouse rules, we're talking about going until someone quits, which we know is not the case in a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? Lighter gloves. First man to get really hit really good. You know what I mean? You're going to have an uphill battle to be able to defend yourself going the rest of the way when you got a nigga hungry to knock you out. Like Tank was showing in that fight. He ran out of gas. So
Okay,
from what I've seen and what I've heard, other people's recollection of the event, they said Devin Haney was able to get in Tank's ass and they had to stop it, right? No, it happens, right? But everything Adrian Broner described was what I saw in that video. No, Tank was getting to Devin Haney. Devin Haney was getting hit hard, getting hit a lot, basically running around the ring. Wasn't moving like a boxer. Wasn't moving backwards off the jab. It wasn't like a chess match. This shit was a nigga bulldozing another nigga, right? And then Adrian Broner jumped. He saw Devin Haney possibly hurt. Like, yo, let's not get this nigga hurt. But Devin Haney was like, nah. He wanted to continue. And the rest is history, right? Supposedly he won and whatever, but we don't got the visuals to that. But I'm gonna let because what Adrian Broner described from what we didn't to what we were able to see now was very, very accurate. So I'm gonna trust the rest of the shit that he said. Devin Haney was able to get on Tank's ass and get the fight to be and get Tank to quit, basically, right? Which, I mean, I remember watching the first time I ever seen Doghouse Rules was one of those Mayweather pay-per-views. I think it was the Maidana pay-per-view, right? When they showed that shit on the All Access. And I saw that shit for the first time. Two young guys and they both looked like they could fight. And they were fighting nonstop. It wasn't, and they were both exhausted. And they were hitting the shit out of each other. And one dude was taking massive. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you leave so much of yourself in a boxing ring and you're not getting paid? Bro, you're sparring until one of y'all niggas quit. That shit is ridiculous.
Bro. That's sparring though. That's how it goes down in the gym, bro. You know what I mean? That's how it goes down in the gym. Me and my guys, we may spar 5 minutes straight, 5-minute rounds.
Yeah.
MMA clock. You'll be sparring and the clock going, you don't even hear it going, and you're going.
It's not
sparring. It's sparring, bro. That's how do you get ready for a fight? By fighting. Some gyms believe in sparring hard. Some gyms believe in sparring controlled. It's just different shit at different gyms. I done been in gyms where niggas is sparring hard. You know what I mean? Niggas is throwing knockout blows. Niggas leaving bloodied up. Niggas don't give a fuck. Especially them old school gyms. They don't give a fuck. Old school trainers. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you call yourself a fighter, nigga, if you in that bitch fighting, you gonna fight.
Yeah, but that's stupidity, bruh.
That's fighting.
That's stupidity. Bro. Why are you gonna let exhaustion cause you to take unnecessary punishment in a ring where you're not making money? You're not making money. Sharpen your skills, and make the shit realistic to what you're gonna be facing in a real boxing match.
Okay,
fighting until one person quits.
How do you get prepared?
You got two motherfuckers. If Terrence Crawford is fighting his twin,
hold on, because all these niggas spar mad hard. I take it out of boxing. I just take it to football. Nigga, how you have to practice hard. Training camp is hard. When you're in the season, no, you don't tackle. You're going full speed. Training camp, nigga, you going fucking hard. Why? Because you have to prepare yourself for the season. You can't go light, controlled, and then you get in the ring, and then you can't get in the ring. You think you can go light
and sparring hard is two different things, nigga.
No.
Yes, it is.
Training. No,
you're getting hit in the head. You're getting hit in the head.
Well, how the fuck you gonna get? How you gonna get ready for it?
Yeah, but not like that, bruh. Not no fucking unlimited time shit, bruh.
Nigga, let me speak.
We disagree.
Let me speak.
Speak, but you're not gonna convince me.
How is a nigga gonna get ready to face a nigga like Mike Tyson?
By fighting, by training hard, and doing realistic sparring.
Listen,
not by leaving the shit in the gym.
That is realistic sparring because that's what you better go against. A nigga with a buzzsaw. How you think a nigga get ready for a Javante Davis, nigga? For that pressure that Javante gonna put on that we saw in that gym. Nigga, you gotta go hard. Look, let me tell you something. Cause I don't know. Like I tell niggas, there's different types of conditioning. You got niggas that can hit the bag. They'll set the clock, hit it all day. Right? Oh yeah, I'm good. Right? Then you got niggas that now you gotta hit mitts. Right? And they think they bad. Oh, hit it, and they tired after 1 round, 2 rounds. Why? Because they throwing power shots. Nigga, we got to go 12 rounds, right? Then that's that. Level 1 condition is hitting the back. Level 2 conditioning is hitting the mitts, right? And then when
Yeah.
you think you hot shit on the mitts, we're throwing the body pad. Let a nigga hit the body pad a couple times. Nigga throw a couple hooks to the body for 1 round. He done. Can't even go 30 minutes, right? Done. Exhausted. 30 seconds into the mid session, done. Right? And then once you're able to do that, then you could go to light sparring. Niggas might last a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You could talk to any niggas who've been in the gym, blah, blah, especially when they start and nigga, they die. 3 rounds, after 3 rounds, they're done.
Yeah.
Right? And then cool. That's light sparring, control sparring. Then when you got to go real, live sparring, hard sparring. Yeah, I mean, when you're in the gym during the week, professional gyms depend on the day. Let's just say, like at my gym, hard sparring day was Saturday. So niggas may get work, move around, go light throughout the week, right? Then that Saturday, hard sparring day. Headgear on, gloves on, mouthpiece on, Vaseline up, and nigga, time to go to work. That's a whole different kind of conditioning. And that's just in the gym with regular people watching. Now you go to another environment where there's pressure, this and that. Bro, there's levels to the conditioning. You have to prepare yourself for that fire. You know what I mean? You can't go light, think of control this and that, get in that ring. Nigga with a nigga trying to take your head off, a nigga moving at all kind of different pace. Nigga, you crazy? But you
Yo,
gotta prepare yourself for that.
Los, boxing, to have a successful and long career in boxing, longevity is king. Longevity, right? Preparing yourself the right way, like Andre Ward did. Being able to get as much out of your body as you can with taking the least amount of punishment.
Like Mayweather did, right?
Like who?
Like Mayweather did, right?
Mayweather, yes.
And
Yeah, but Mayweather kept himself in peak condition,
how you think he did that?
And okay, so why he didn't do doghouse rules with Devin Haney then? Why he didn't
He
do
probably
doghouse
did.
rules when he fought Errol Spence?
He did a lot of doghouse rules. He did do doghouse rules.
He didn't do
But all them
doghouse
niggas.
rules with Errol Spence. It was controlled by rounds. I've heard them talk about that fight. It was
Now,
controlled by rounds.
Mayweather has done doghouse rules a lot. It's
All I'm
Mayweather's
saying
gym.
is,
That's
bro.
his shit.
All I'm saying is, plenty of fighters have said it time and time again. It ain't necessarily the fights. It's the fucking sparring, bruh. That motherfuckers leave their careers in the gym, bruh. The fights that you don't see. All I'm saying is it makes sense. You like slap box? You like that slap shit that your boy Dana got pumping right now? That's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my entire life, nigga. You standing there with no defense and allowing a motherfucker to tee off on you, bruh. You know what type of brain damage you're creating for yourself, bruh? You know what type of CTE you're gonna have in a stupid ass sport like that?
Check me
Come
out
on,
now.
bruh.
Check me
All
out
I'm
though.
saying is make sense when
Hold
you
on.
spar. Shit gotta make sense.
Okay,
Fight
so
until the death don't make sense.
so let's say let's think about this. So you're saying that, and when I replay this, you're gonna think about it, and then it's gonna. You're saying Javante lost that day. He no masked
Just like
because
Devin
the
Haney
doghouse
no
rules.
mas in the first fight with them.
He was 14 years old.
It doesn't matter. You're making all the excuses for Haney, but he
It
lost.
don't matter.
He got stopped in the first one. Tank got stopped in the second one, right?
Right.
Okay, but we're praising this this Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney 3-3. Them niggas
Bro,
is
listen,
1-1 in
they
sparring,
were the
right?
same age. They were the same age. Listen, they're
It doesn't
1-1 in
matter.
sparring. It doesn't matter. A
No, it
14-year-old
doesn't matter
versus
because
18-year-old old doesn't matter.
you got $1 million right now.
A
You got $1 million.
14-year-old versus 18-year-old doesn't matter. A
Let me ask you a
14-year-old versus
question.
18. Answer the question. A 14-year-old versus 18 years old don't matter.
Let me ask you a question. Right?
Nigga, how big were you when you were 14?
Yeah. It matters. It matters. Let me ask you a question.
When you're
Right?
16 versus how compare yourself when you were 16 versus when you were 20 years old.
Okay.
Who would have won in a fight?
The 20-year-old me.
Would have dogged him, right?
Yeah. But I've been
matters.
growing. Has Tank even grown from 16 to now?
It don't matter, nigga.
Let me ask you a question.
You physically grow.
Since they're 3-3 in that, since they're 3-3 in the amateurs, Lowe's. Since they're 3-3 in the amateurs, right? Let me ask you a question. You got $1 million. I'm gonna give you $1 million. I'm gonna give you two choices, right? I'm gonna give you $1 million cash. You could put the $1 million on Haney to win, or you could, so it's a risk, right? If Haney loses, you're not gonna win shit. Or you can cash out $100,000. What you taking?
Putting $1 million on Haney.
You putting $1 million on Haney because you're pretty sure that he's gonna fucking deliver, right?
Definitely.
So what does that 3-3 in the amateurs really mount up to when your eyes tell you the optics is clear right now, bruh, on who is the better now?
Why they better? Wait. Listen, you're 3-3.
You're not gonna take the guaranteed 100,000, but you're gonna gamble $1 million because you know what's gonna happen, bruh.
Listen,
I know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen because we watching and been seeing. We seen the evolution of both fighters. One fighter has grown, one fighter hasn't. You know what I mean? It's like I heard some dude say today. Ryan is the 15-time national champion. Devin, 7-time national champion. But when you look at them both fight, you would think Devin was the 15-time national champion and Ryan was a 7-time national champion because the nigga hasn't evolved.
Yeah.
And when Ryan, he beat Devin, but Ryan wins came early when they were kids, 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
Devin won the latter ones. You know what I mean? I think Ryan was up like 3-1 and then Devin finished 3-3. You know what I mean? And we've seen what's happened since they've gone pro. We've seen Devin get better and better every year. We can't say that about Ryan. You know what I mean? Like, Ryan hasn't sharpened his skills. You know what I mean? Like, everybody saw the video that this nigga jump roping and shit. Come on, bro. You a primetime athlete, boxing nigga. Come on, like, and I get it. Some niggas don't jump rope usually, but like, come on, dog. Like, what are you doing? Like, why you jump roping like that? Nigga, like, you know what I mean? You look like you just
dainty, my nigga.
Like, he doesn't put into his craft what he should be putting into his craft, bro.
And remember, that's what the guy was alluding to. Remember that interview he did with that I forgot the name of the interview where he was where the guy was questioning him, like your dedication, your commitment to this, and he was like, "Nah, man, listen, man, I put in the hours, man. I put in the hours." I mean, you might be putting in the hours, but the hours is not showing.
And like I said before,
with like a nigga like Haney and like a dude like Tank, you know what I mean?
Nah, he ain't putting in that kind of work. He ain't evolving. He ain't getting better. He gonna do a video, do a live, talking about he drinking, he smoking, and he gonna go for a run, talking about, oh, people don't see what I do. I run 6 miles every day, blah blah. Nigga, that don't fucking mean shit.
Facts.
Like I said before, nigga, I regularly would smoke 3 backwards, nigga, but that loud, and go run 5-10 minute miles. You know what I mean? What that mean? That don't mean shit. You're controlled. The weed brings down your heart rate. You can run for days, especially when you've been running every day for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not proving nothing, bro. You know what I mean? what are you doing? Look, your level of dedication isn't there. You're not in the gym working, dog. Putting in that work, putting in them sparring rounds. You know what I mean? You look at his mid work with Derrick James. That shit looks so awkward, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on, dog? Like, nigga, when your mid work should look crisp, dog. I don't care if it's your first couple times it's gonna be a little shaky, but come on, you've been living in Dallas for a while now. You've been training with Derrick James for months, nigga. Your mid game should be crisp.
Yeah.
A level of fighter that you're supposed to be, your mid game should be crisp. After, nigga, by your second week, nigga, the flow should be there, nigga. You know what I mean? Let alone 2 months, let alone 12 months. You've been training with the man, dog. Come on, man. Shit's supposed to be on fire. This shit look awkward. He look uncoordinated in the mid works that you see with Derrick James, bro. That just tells me he don't put in work like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't. And that hard work and dedication gonna be talent all day, every day. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. You know what I mean? That's a football saying right there.
Yeah.
Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. And that's exactly what we're gonna see on 420 between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Ryan is very talented.
Yeah, very.
A lot of natural abilities. Fast, punches hard. You know what I mean? Got a whip for a left hand. But he don't work hard. If Ryan had the dedication that a Devin had, dedication that a Tank had, because like we talked about the other day, like you mentioned, nigga Tank a gym rat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He train. He that nigga go hard. We don't see videos and pictures of him partying, this and that, and none of that. If I didn't see him, and if Tank was a partier, I would have seen him at least one time, or down south on South Beach, especially in the time that we talking about. Because you know who I did see around that time when you talk about niggas that living their life right and all that. You know who I did see in the club? Broner. Drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucked up. At Club Live. You know what I mean? So, and you would have saw Tank, but you ain't see Tank, man. Tank from the gutter, man. Take a gym right. He getting that work in. And there ain't nothing wrong with partying and shit, but you know, you gotta party responsibly. Moderation and responsibly.
Moderation.
You know what I mean? I feel bad for Derrick James, right? I thought about this today while I was at work.
Gonna be on a losing streak.
Derrick James, he not even a losing streak. It's like he's running the damn AA over there. Like all his fighters are fucking like degenerates and shit. And I mean no disrespect by that. You know what I mean? But it's like, damn, got Earl with the drinking problem.
Niggas that struggle with their demons.
You know what I mean? Yeah, dog. Got Jamel. You got Ryan over there now. Did you see somebody posted a clip of, and I was looking at it too during the press conference, bro. If you go back and watch the press conference and go look at Derrick James's face while all the buffoonery was going on, that man looked so disgusted, so embarrassed, about what the fuck was going on, dog.
Yeah, it's definitely not a classy promotion at all.
Oh my god.
This is a circus promotion, but it's probably it's what this generation wants. It's what
sells.
This generation of fans that are cheering for these two dudes, this is what they're looking for, and this is what they're doing.
And history tells you these kind of promotions are usually the ones that do numbers. If you go back to Ryan and Tank, go back to Floyd and Conor, go back to Floyd De La Hoya, Arturo Gotti. I mean, Floyd always acted an ass at his press conferences and shit. We saw the Conor and Floyd press conference. That shit was fucking bananas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Floyd Canelo. You know what I mean? Floyd was talking this shit. Noah Hopkins used to act a fool at his press conferences. Tyson Fury be acting a fool at his press conferences. With his dad be acting a fool. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson. You remember Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis and all that shit? You know what I mean? Mike Tyson telling niggas he'll eat their kids and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? So Muhammad Ali back in the day, you know, so niggas been acting a fool. You know? But hey, that's what it is. I just feel bad for Derrick James, man, because you know he's a professional.
Because
you know
he's a professional. And, he's a classy
his
individual.
His fighters are letting him down.
He's a classy individual, and yeah, he's gonna possibly be on a decent losing streak.
You can only do so much, man, with these fighters, bro.
But guess what? He's laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, but
he's been in some big marquee fights and he's gotten some top dollar.
Yeah, but the way he look at it is he could have been in more, cause niggas done dropped the ball on him. You know what I mean? Niggas being irresponsible, fucking up their careers. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think Ryan's situation is more like you said. He's gonna be unprepared for a fight like this, and in my opinion, he should have took other options to better prepare himself for a fight like this. Okay, you've been going pretty much your career and you haven't been 100% dedicated. Well, guess what? You do 2 fights, and then you put yourself in a dedicated mindset, and you build your skills up to compete to a Devin Haney and a Barbosa and these other guys. But not living that life and not being 100% dedicated, and now you're going into your second toughest challenge in your career. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster.
Can I tell you what I believe?
Tell me.
I take people for their word. So after the press conference, we heard Ryan say, yeah, I'm going to be Devin. I want him on. I want Devin, Theo, Shakur, rematch with Tank Davis, and I'm done. I'm out of here. Right? Yeah. He's here for a good time, not a long time. The way he sees it, he knows what the fuck lifestyle he living and shit. He knows he's a train wreck. He doesn't want to risk a fight with a Barbosa or with any one of these dudes and get knocked off and fuck up his paper. The way he sees it, look, people talk all that shit. Rehydration clause, this and that. You know why I never really made a big deal about that?
He's gonna lose regardless.
Not exactly. He was gonna lose regardless, and he did damn what he's doing right now. Had his built-in excuse.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, I was rehydrated. I was a skeleton. I was this and that. That's why I lost. And you know what? The casuals, they're gonna believe it, right?
So he was
now this
springboard
fight
into this.
Springboard into this, right? And now what's he doing? Oh yeah, I smoke weed. I drink. So what? Just like most of the people in this crowd, this and that. What would you do if you had $100 million and this and that and blah, blah, blah? Right? So when he loses, what's he going to say?
I wasn't living the life.
I wasn't living the life. I was drinking, I'm smoking, but I'm going to get dedicated, blah, blah. And he's going to come back in another big fight. He'll get another soft touch, right? Come back and say, oh, yeah, now I'm doing all the right things.
Yeah.
I'm living right. I'm not drinking. I'm not smoking. I'm sober. Thank you to Lord Savior Jesus Christ and all that. And then he's gonna springboard into another big fight. Get beat again.
Yeah, but then that's when it should stop, man. That's when
it will stop. And it will stop.
If he doesn't at least look impressive, man, he could lose a close fight. But if he gets demolished and Devin Haney makes this shit look one-sided, kind of like how he made it look against Regis. I mean, Ryan has to start from the bottom and build himself back up. It makes no sense for you to whore yourself out to Tio and Shakur, because those fights are stupid fights.
He's in it for the money, bro.
These dudes could be fighting contenders and champions, and then for them to be wasting their time trying to fight you for money that's gonna get smaller and smaller the more L's you take.
You know
People are gonna say, especially if you're gonna be putting him on pay-per-view.
You know who he reminds me of? I'm gonna do a cross comparison, but in reality, it's kind of disrespectful to the nigga I'm about to compare him to.
Don't
This
even
nigga
say
here,
Oscar.
nah, I'm going to another sport. But it reminds me of this shit. And it's kind of disrespectful to this nigga because this nigga was a double champion and he was a great fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before the Mayweather fight. No, even after the Mayweather fight, he went and won that second belt, right? Conor McGregor. I can't remember. I gotta go look. But Conor McGregor,
Yeah.
right? Before he got super rich, super duper rich with Floyd and shit, that nigga, he was a man on a mission, came champion, would call his shots. Nigga had the name Mystic Mac, nigga, because he would tell you when and how he was gonna beat you, and that's exactly what he did. And he beat some of the best fighters in the world in MMA, right? Got super rich. But the part I'm comparing Ryan to is it don't matter. It don't matter if Conor loses, because he could lose 1, 2, 3 times, and the champions are still calling Conor McGregor out. Why? Because that's the cash cow. That's the big money fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it don't matter whether he deserves a shot at the belt or not. They want to fight him. Why? Because every top prize fighter wants that big payday. And they know with Conor McGregor in the UFC, that's the biggest payday you can get. Right?
Yeah, but it's a tough comparison because, like you said, because Conor McGregor is well accomplished.
And did it. Well accomplished.
And
double champion.
And it was no easy road for him. He took on the tough challenges to get himself up there.
I'm talking post that, though. I'm talking post that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people calling him out, but guess what? He ain't fighting nobody right now.
Yeah, he.
But I understand. I feel.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But even then, even then, there's rumors that UFC wants to get rid of the 170-pound division, create a 165-pound division, and a 175-pound division. So it could be 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 205. Right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
So how is it now? How is it now?
25, 35, 45, 55, 70, 85, 205, heavyweight.
So they want to create another belt.
Yeah, 2 more belts, really. They're going to get rid of 70 and add a 65 and add a 75. And you know who they rumored to be the first fight for that 65 championship belt? Conor and Chandler. You know what I mean? So.
And Chandler's the one that never was champion, right?
Nah, I think he was a champion in Bellator. But he's had some good fights in UFC, been knocked out a couple times. You know, Chandler trained up here and did for him shit.
Okay.
But he's a beast. They did the show, they did the tough series together and shit. But
is that a fucking 10-year layoff for Conor McGregor?
It's been a couple years, man. It's been a couple years since he lost to Poirier.
A couple years, but at least 3-4 years.
Yeah. And that's what Ryan's gonna do. After he loses to Devin and loses to one more dude, he's gonna go away for 2 years, 2.5 years, come back, pop up in front of the camera. He's gonna lead people on. He's gonna find himself in a big fight for big money. The return of the King Rye and all this other bullshit, right?
So tell me, what's the path to victory for this?
No cash out. We've seen this before.
What's the path to victory for him?
His only shot is landing a check hook on Dev, stunning him and getting help from the refs, and with a premature stoppage similar to how Rolly beat Barroso. That's his only shot. Even if he drops Ryan, if he doesn't knock out Devin, right, and he drops Devin gets up and still beats the shit out of him. Right.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he does it. Devin be so locked in, so focused, man. He has a good team around him. Good coaches. Got Ben Davison. He says Ben Davison watches all his missed sessions, all his sparring sessions, breaks down his opponent, breaks down him. You know what I
So
mean?
is Ben
Basically
Davison
does
gonna
all
be
of it.
in the corner for this one?
Well, Ben Davison can't get in the U.S. That's why he hasn't
Why?
been in the corner. I don't know. I guess something with his passport, or his visa, or some shit. I don't know. But he's not allowed in the U.S.
Does it got something to do with that? What was that dude? The Irish dude, that gangster dude that got caught up in shit.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I could probably go on
Davison have anything
YouTube
to
and
do
try
with
to
that?
look it up. I could probably look it up and find out. All I know, he's not allowed to come to the U.S. But out of Devin's mouth, if he was, he would be in his corner. And in the past, he was in his corner. I don't know if you remember. I can't remember what fight, but I remember. But Ben Davis and Lee Daniels or Lee Davis or some shit like that.
Andy
Those
Lee.
two dudes, Lee something. Those two dudes are play a big part in Devin's camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you got the million faces who helped Bill basically train Dev. You know what I mean? Bill's like a head coach. You know what I mean? Head coach / promoter / manager / president, DHP. You know what I mean? It's like football. You got an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, you got a head coach. So that's more what Bill Haney, man, the head coach. You know what I mean? He oversees everything.
Right now you got Devin Haney minus 650 and Ryan Garcia 425 plus. And
You see how that's going up?
Yeah, it's gonna go up.
It's gonna go up big time.
It's gonna go up for Haney. So I got a nice little parlay set up for the fights tomorrow. I'll just call it right now so people could fact check me to see if I'm correct in my assessment. I had a 4-leg parlay. I had Andy Cruz. I got Adebek over Raymond Ford tomorrow. I got Luis Albert Lopez winning that fight, and I have Zili Zhang beating Joseph Parker in a 4-leg parlay. I'm
That's
not even
tomorrow?
gonna wait for the
Zhang and Parker's tomorrow?
No. The other two fights are tomorrow. But if those two fights cash, and I'm just waiting on the Zili Zhang, I just add more funds to the account because I feel like Zili Zhang is gonna walk through Parker, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just add them and just put the money on Haney before the shit gets a little bit unattainable.
Yeah. I think
Right
I
now
think it's close.
it's high, but it's gonna get higher, and it's a lock in my opinion.
Drop.
But
not gonna put nothing on Jake.
Jake Paul.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Saturday too, right? The parlay, my parlay was already set.
Yeah, Serrano, Jake.
Let me see what the odds are over there. I didn't even take a look at that fight. And, I mean, he's fighting a dude that doesn't even seem like he cares that he's even fighting. So
let me go to Dev. What I think Dev got to do is simple. I think Dev was already highly motivated. We know this, but Ryan made a mistake dropping
that fight listed.
It's probably so lopsided.
Yeah,
but Ryan made a mistake dropping that video, bro. Cause man, if Devin didn't want to whip his ass, he really wants to whip his ass now.
But Devin should be happy that came out because it's hyping his fight.
Oh, definitely. And you know what else is doing?
Looking at it the way he's supposed to.
And you know what else is doing? Like I said before when we started the video, I think it backfired on Floyd. Floyd wanted to embarrass Devin, but all it did was help make this fight even bigger. Because now it really Floyd attached himself to this fight and attached Tank to this fight now.
Yeah,
So now you have all the biggest dudes in boxing attached to one fight. Tank, Ryan, of course, because he's in it. Devin, of course, because he's in it. And Floyd. You know what I mean? Because Bill was already attaching him to the fight. And now Floyd just proved him right. Because everybody who saw that video knows Ryan got that video from Floyd. Because Ryan already pretty much exposed it. Said that Floyd was the one who showed him the video.
Yeah.
Right? So, man, this fight is going to be huge, man. Do huge numbers. And I think Floyd wanted to embarrass the Haneys. But, man, he just made this fight that much bigger. And winner has to see Tank Davis afterwards.
Yeah. Absolutely. But that's not gonna happen.
It has to happen, man.
I mean, it would make sense in all logical worlds and universes, but Tank is at 135 and Devin Haney's at 140, and I think they're gonna keep it that way.
Nah, he's coming up.
You think he's gonna come up?
Yeah, he's coming up.
He's coming up for that paper.
Yeah, man, got to. All the big players is at 40.
Shit, you got big
Nah,
players at 35. You just
Yeah,
have
but
to
the
make
bigger
some shit
players,
happen.
the
way
bigger
how you
players
get
is
that
at 40.
Shit, you got
Just right,
Lomachenko and Shakur. Those are big fights at 35.
Nah, not really. Not really.
Shit,
I mean, they're big
nigga.
fights. They're
Come on,
big
nigga.
fights. They're big fights, but if we scale it off, you know what I mean?
Nigga.
Those hold on. So, okay, I ask you this. What fight is bigger? Tank versus Devin? If you had to rank them, Tank versus Devin,
Mm-hmm.
Tank versus Tio,
Mm-hmm.
Tank versus Matisse,
Yeah.
right? Tank versus Loma,
Shakur.
Tank versus Shakur. How would you rank those
Tank
fights?
versus Haney is probably the second or third biggest fight in the sport. That's not, I'm not refuting that. That's not up for debate. That shit is gonna get, that shit, we would get that, we would get Crawford and Spence before Spence's accident. Both of these dudes will be at their top of their game with no excuses.
Mhm.
That's what we would get with this fight if they were to make that fight right now. But it's a dangerous fight for Tank because Devin's a big boy.
All right, but we're not. We'll talk about that later. We're not even talking about that. Let's just talk
Okay.
about ranking the biggest fights.
Okay, so Devin Haney and Tank is number one. Tank and Loma will probably be number two just because of the white fan base. Tank and Shakur is probably number three. Then and I'm gonna say Tank and Tio will be four because Tio's numbers show that he's not that big a household name like people think that he is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
The numbers
You don't
came in
think-
and it wasn't massive.
but you don't think Tank is bigger than Tio's bigger than Shakur. Definitely.
Nah,
Yes.
Shakur's
definitely.
numbers are better than his. Shakur does over a million views on ESPN whenever he
All we
fights.
have to look at is the promotion and see who they.
Shit, that
I don't
Jermaine
know.
Ortiz promotion was big promotion. I mean, he was calling out all type of dudes. He was getting a lot of publicity, bruh.
They put him on the F1. He don't get the
He's
the
just not
showcases.
as big as Shakur, bro. I think a Tank versus Shakur is gonna stimulate the imagination a little bit more than a Tank and Tio. You know what I mean? It's
Maybe,
classic
but listen.
boxer, puncher,
yeah, but he would have
aggressive fighter versus boxer
today.
versus
A year
slick
ago,
boxer.
year ago, yeah. I don't know. It would have been debatable, but today, hell no, because he
Okay.
got shit on his name. And then you got the
But we
slick
both
boxing,
agree that
the matchups.
Loma is bigger than both.
Okay, I give you that. Loma back
Okay.
in the day for sure, but yeah, for the white versus black and all that, yeah, of course. No niggas gonna come rooting out for Loma. But just two explosive power punches like Tank and Tio, high knockout ratios. Both niggas talk wild shit. That promotion will be crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that fight would be bigger than
It'd be big.
than the Shakur fight.
The Shakur fight would be big too. Shakur talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, he talks a lot of shit,
talks
but
a lot of shit.
people feel like he don't back it up.
That's a fight. That's a fight that would. I mean, I would love to see that fight because I think Shakur has a lot of really good boxing skills, but I don't think he fights well moving backwards. And
yeah, but people don't.
You ain't gonna be able to get
like
away
that
from
style.
Tank like you was able to get away against De Los Santos. That's for sure.
Fuck no.
So if that's gonna be your game plan to literally run because he was in boxing, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And the same thing with Jermaine Ortiz. He was not boxing, he was running. That shit was not no slick boxing exhibition, no display of the sweet science. Neither one of those fights. Now the Jermaine Ortiz fight was a little bit more appealing to the eye, but that shit was not a good boxing clinic at all. So, but definitely the 100% is the fight for Tank. That's the biggest fight that can be for those two. Tyson Fury versus Usyk, in my opinion, number one fight in the sport. And Devin Haney versus Tank is possibly number two. If it's not number two, it's number three. And the only thing bigger than that is Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, which you're not going to get because Canelo does not want to fight David Benavidez under no circumstances whatsoever.
If both fighters win, where would you rank? What's that, bro? Where would you rank if both fighters win? Fury versus Anthony Joshua.
If Fury beats or Usyk beats, what if Usyk beats Fury? You talking about the heavyweight championship?
Yeah, both fighters win.
I mean, if Usyk wins the Joshua fight, we've seen twice already. I don't think that's gonna scratch the itch for a lot of boxing fans.
No.
So if Fury wins,
if Fury wins, and Anthony Joshua
fight is
beats
major.
Ngannou, you know what I mean? That fight's a big fight. It's heavyweight. You know what I mean?
Joshua. If Joshua loses to Ngannou, man, I'm not gonna record another episode of boxing. I'm not gonna. The Emily Sports broadcasting will be shut down permanently, bro. If Joshua loses,
I think Joshua whips up on Ngannou.
Yeah, I mean, if Joshua loses to a fucking wild punching MMA fighter, bro. And I'm not knocking Ngannou. That shit works.
He's not wild. He's not wild. He's not wild punching. He has no volume, and he just relies on that
He's
right
working
hand.
on his skills, but Joshua's been boxing for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And Ngannou does not have a jab. Joshua has a fucking world-class jab.
Yeah.
World-class jab. This ain't that bullshit that Tyson Fury was doing, all that fucking
I just think
moving.
You know, it's there's film on Fury on Ngannou now. You know what I mean? Where Fury didn't have that film.
But I
Joshua
just
has
think
the
Fury
film on him now.
underestimated him.
Yes, that too. But even if Fury would have had tape on Ngannou, even underestimating him, he would have did much better. But he had no tape on that nigga, and
Bruh.
I don't know. He couldn't figure him out at the time.
Bruh.
I don't know.
Fury got a jab. Fury has a world-class jab. If Fury kept Ngannou on the outside with the jab consistently, feinted him, and dropped the right hand on him, this shit would have been over. It's simple, bruh.
But
he moved at angles. But he was
worried
darting in and out. He was darting in and out like a weirdo, bruh.
Because what was coming back to him was coming back to him.
Yeah, but he was fighting the wrong fight against Ngannou.
Yeah, but
Joshua ain't gonna make that mistake, bruh.
we all know, like with Tank, man, that power is the ultimate equalizer, man. And in the heavyweight, it's different. And Ngannou is different. You know what I mean, they just posted a video. They just posted a video where he just broke the punching machine. Like that nigga's different. They did the study on the hardest punch. That nigga They got him listed as the hardest puncher, nigga. Like, you know how they do the force, like the yeah, man. That nigga, he different. You know
like
what I
an
mean?
Ngannou and Wilder fight. I will be worried for Wilder because Wilder's defense is piss poor.
Mhm.
He literally just backs up with his hands out like a mummy, and
Yep.
he just basically absorbs the punches that you throw at him.
And he's too small.
And he has a fucking Wilder has a world class chin, because I didn't
Yeah,
see him
man.
get hit flush plenty of times, and for him to
Yeah, but he can't get him
yeah,
flush
he
from
wouldn't be able to
Ngannou.
get he wouldn't be able to get touched like that against Ngannou,
Mm-mm.
and it would just be a
Ngannou's
matter of
too big,
time.
too strong, hits way too hard.
And I think
Ngannou's,
any one of those Wilder,
Ngannou's 260, chiseled up,
yeah,
natural. You know what I mean? Like, that nigga just, hey man, that's a real Wakanda nigga right there. Like,
but
nigga's
yeah, the Mongoose versus the Cobra, man. I mean, this is what we getting.
yeah,
They're doing a
man.
very, very, very good job promoting the fight. It's a
It's gonna be
circus.
big. It's gonna be major.
It's gonna be big at the Barclays Center. But we all know what the Mongoose does to the Cobra. Off with the head. The
Yes,
Cobra
sir.
puts up a good fight. Yeah, there's some instances where the Cobra wins, but it's far in between. The Mongoose is to absorb that venom and not really be affected too much. But yeah. Good fight. Looking forward to it. Am I super excited about it? No. But it'll be entertaining. Ryan Garcia's selling it. Haney's selling it. Oscar's selling it. Eddie's selling it. Hopkins is selling it. And
Devin
Floyd is
just
selling it.
Devin just posted that 10,000 tickets sold already.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sold
Did
out.
you see the video where Ryan was asking his people was trying to get the ticket prices down a little bit? But hey man, after the last couple of days, man, the tickets been going crazy. They expensive to her. They're expensive, though.
Yeah.
300 for nosebleeds. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna do good numbers. They're gonna do good numbers at the Barclay. And congratulations to them. You know what I'm saying? They've been working, they've been boxing their whole lives for this moment. They're gonna cash in. It's a mismatch,
Yeah.
but it'll be entertaining. And let's see if Ryan can pull it out. I'm not betting on it. If he does pull it off, this upset, even though the odds doesn't suggest it, this upset would rival Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. And there's no way you could tell me different because Devin Haney has shown us what a dedicated fighter looks like. Dedicated to his craft with the fundamentals that he has and with the attributes that he has. The God-given talent. There's no way for you to deny that this man is on the uprise. And it'll be hard to bet against him against anyone he fights.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone. And that includes Tank because he has the bigger dimensions. I mean, even though Tank is my guy and I'm riding with Tank, that's a 50-50 fight because Tank knows how to deal with that type of length. But is he gonna necessarily want to jump in there when there's other big fights for him? But he's gonna have to be able to get those fights because those fights are across the street. So let's see. Gentlemen, Eminent Sports Broadcasting, man, we wrapping it up. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Barclays Center. Let's go.
Like, subscribe, share the episode.
Thumbs up.
Holla at your boys. ESB
Yeah.
boys back at you, man. Hold on.
Championship belt, you know what I'm saying? WBC
WC
franchise.
boys
WBC franchise champion.
back at you, man. Had to bring it out.
Is that a
Know what it
franchise
is.
belt or is that the official
Nah,
tissue?
it's the official tissue. You know what I mean? No franchise. You know
No
what I
more
mean?
franchise, man. We don't
No
want
more
to see no
franchise.
more.
You know what I mean? Y'all see
Your
what's
boy
going
Canelo
on,
might break the
man.
franchise out, man, because they were
Y'all
supposed
see
to.
what's
They were
going
supposed to
on.
order the fucking the fight between him and Benavidez. Now they talking about they might wait until September. Boy, they be doing the most for Canelo, boy. Who they got on? Who they got on the shit, B?
Got Muhammad.
Yeah,
Got Floyd. Got Fury.
yeah.
Got
Pernell.
Lennox.
Is that
Got
is that Lennox?
Suleiman. That's Lennox.
Okay.
Suleiman.
Suleiman Senior.
Yeah. And Iron Mike.
Greats.
Yeah,
Greats.
man.
I love it.
My
I love
shit
it.
coming. My shit coming. Don't worry about sending mail. You know what I mean? Might have to replace Suleiman.
Nah,
Get
man.
out there with the great-
He the godfather of that shit, bro.
I know, but hey, gotta put me between Iron and Lennox. You know what I
You
mean?
gonna put in there?
Gotta put me between Tyson and Lennox.
Oh, okay. Nah, you can't
Yeah,
do
man.
that, bro. You can't take Suleiman and put yourself on there. You vain, nigga.
Come on, man. Every champion gets his face on the
I thought
belt.
you were gonna say you gonna put like fucking Haney or Ward or some shit like that. You gonna put
Nah,
yourself
nigga.
on there.
Put me.
Hey, if you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it.
Put me, nigga.
Yeah, if you like it, I love it. Fuck it, man. It's your belt,
Hey,
nigga.
it's my championship belt.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Baltimore stand up.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? A real competitive fight is coming up. Tank Davis, Frank Martin. We're gonna talk about that shit later on. Anyways, ESB, we out. Peace.
you.